Once upon a time, in a small village called Green Meadows, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Luna. Luna loved nature. She enjoyed playing in the fields, climbing trees, and splashing in the sparkling river that flowed through the village. But there was one thing that made Luna very sad. The beautiful village was becoming dirty. The roads were littered with trash, the riverbanks were cluttered with plastic, and even the trees seemed to be crying for help. One sunny morning, as Luna skipped along her favorite path by the river, she noticed a family of ducks trying to swim. But the ducks were struggling. The river was filled with plastic bottles, bags, and wrappers. Luna's heart sank as she watched the poor ducks wobble through the trash. "This isn't right," Luna said to herself. "I have to do something." Determined to make a change, Luna went to her friend Max, who lived next door. Max was a clever boy who loved building things from recycled materials. Luna knew Max would understand. "Max!" Luna called out as she ran into his garden. "The river is so dirty and the ducks can't swim. We need to clean it up." Max looked up from the toy car he was making from an old can and nodded. "You're right, Luna, but we can't do it alone. We need everyone's help." Luna and Max decided to visit Mrs. Willow, the wise old woman who knew everything about the village. Mrs. Willow lived in a cozy cottage surrounded by flowers and plants of every kind. When Luna and Max arrived, Mrs. Willow was busy tending to her garden. "Mrs. Willow," Luna began, "the village is getting so dirty and it's hurting the animals. We want to clean it up, but we don't know where to start." Mrs. Willow smiled warmly. "My dear children, it's wonderful that you care so much about the environment. Keeping our village clean is everyone's responsibility. If you want to make a real difference, you need to inspire others to help you." Luna and Max thought about Mrs. Willow's words. They decided to organize a cleanup day for the whole village. Excited about their plan, they made colorful posters and put them up all around the village. The posters read, "Join us for Cleanup Day. Let's make Green Meadows sparkle again." On the morning of Cleanup Day, Luna and Max were thrilled to see so many villagers gather at the town square. There were children, parents, grandparents, and even the mayor. Everyone was eager to help. Luna stood on a big rock and spoke to the crowd. "Thank you all for coming. Our village is a beautiful place, but it needs our help. Today we're going to clean the river, the roads, and the parks. Remember, every piece of trash we pick up is a step towards a cleaner, healthier world." With gloves on their hands and bags in their grasp, the villagers spread out across Green Meadows. Luna and Max led the group to the river. Together they picked up bottles, bags, and other litter. It wasn't easy work, but everyone was smiling and working together. As they cleaned, Mrs. Willow shared tips with the villagers. "Remember," she said, "reduce, reuse, and recycle. If we all produce less waste and recycle more, we can keep our village clean." The children made a game out of finding trash and sorting it into different bags, one for recyclables, one for trash, and one for compost. They even sang songs as they worked, making the day feel like a big celebration. By the afternoon, the village looked completely different. The roads were clear, the river sparkled, and the parks were fresh and clean. The ducks in the river quacked happily as they swam in the clean water, and the trees seemed to stand a little taller. At the end of the day, the mayor gathered everyone in the town square. "Today, we've shown that when we work together, we can achieve great things. Let's keep Green Meadows clean every day, not just today." The villagers cheered and promised to take better care of their environment. Luna and Max were proud of what they had started, but they knew their work wasn't over. They decided to form a green club where anyone in the village could join and help keep the village clean and green. As the sun set over Green Meadows, Luna and Max walked home, tired but happy. The village was clean, and they knew they had made a difference. Luna looked up at the stars twinkling in the sky and whispered, "We did it." And from that day on, Green Meadows remained a shining example of what can happen when a community comes together to care for their environment. Luna and Max continued their efforts with the Green Club, teaching others the importance of keeping their world clean, not just for themselves, but for the animals, the plants, and the future.